Hey guys, how's it going? This is what exhaustion looks like. Puppies are here. Puppies are amazing. Mom's doing well. We have 8 right now. I think she's done. But I'm gonna get her up and take her outside, go potty. And sometimes if there's one left in the turnpike somewhere, that will help get things out. Food for thought on that one if you have a gal that's whelping, and if things are kind of stalled out, if you know for sure there's more in there, or maybe if you're not sure, take her outside, go to the bathroom, but don't let her loose. Keep her on a leash and stay out there with her, because sometimes they have a tendency to just like drop them, and you don't want them. I don't know, I can't think anymore, my brain's shut down. Here we go. So things have just basically stopped. So it looks like a crime scene here. Don't be alarmed, people. This is what real life and labor looks like. So Alara started at like midnight. I knew that things were about to get dicey. Her temp drop told me that it was probably going to be today. It got down to 98.5, 98.7, and I didn't catch it going any lower than that. There are some people that will say that a drop of a temp is not valid. It doesn't mean anything unless it's below 98, and that's hasn't always been true in my experience. Anyway, lowest it got was 98.5, and I had a pretty good idea. And just by looking at her, she was nervous, panting, and my gut was just like, oh, hi there. My gut was like, I think we're gonna do this today. So and yeah, it was like midnight. She started getting super anxious, very, very restless. She wanted on the couch, she wanted to be digging on the cushions, and I was just like, it's okay. So at that point, just a lot of soothing. This is her first litter, so she's just like, dude, I have no idea what's happening to me right now. So just sat with her right next to her, petting her, giving her little massages. And yeah, it went pretty quick, I would say. I don't remember if I said there were 8 of them. Honestly, I'm so sleep deprived. She went from like midnight until 6 a.m. and had 8. So pretty rapid fire, which I really like. All the pups came out amazing. Yes, ma'am. All pups came out amazing, strong, ferociously hungry. So, and we have a pretty mixed bag here of colors. I have 4 pintos in here. It looks like 2 brindles. So brindles are like the stripy ones. And then 2, yes, okay, that's right. And then 2 that I think are going to be fawn. They're very dark now, but even your fawns with a black mask, the traditional Anatolian color, they start out black or like very dark. And then that lightens up over time. Yes, you're a good mama. But this little one right here is pretty light, so that one's definitely going to be a fawn. Pintos are easy to spot. That's a brindle. That right there is a brindle. I think 4 females and 2 males. I'm going to redo gender checks here when I get this area cleaned up. The next step is, of course, changing out bedding, mopping, sanitizing, all the things, getting everybody all nestled in nice, warm, dry, comfy, cozy, lovely places. Yeah, so kind of a mixed bag here on colors. That's kind of fun, right? You did so good. Right before she had the first baby, she like kind of lost her mind for a second, got very anxious, started screaming. I think anybody that has had children, any mamas out there, remember what in the human world we call transition, which is where right before we're bringing life into the world, you kind of freak out. Sometimes they vomit, just like people will. It's basically just like you lose your mind for a little while. You start to get panicked. I can't do this. And you know, like, all right, we're there. And that's what she did. She started losing her mind a little bit, screaming. And I just sat down next to her and was like, it's all right, girl, we got this. And baby number 1 came, and she, again, was very anxious. She just kind of looked at it like, what is that? What am I supposed to do with this thing? Why is it screaming at me? So at that point, like, I made her sit and lay down and put the baby on her to nurse. And that was it. She was like, now I get it. And that was the end. Like, all after that, she was calm as a cucumber, chilled right down. And like I said, these babies are freaking amazing. This is probably the strongest batch that I've had in a bit. Sometimes in batches, in litters, you'll have like a couple maybe that are a little bit slow to start, that you maybe need to work a little bit harder on getting to latch, being able to help them find the food bar. They can't keep up necessarily with the other ones that are more determined to nurse. This whole litter is like beast mode. And this is the second litter I've had that is predominantly female. I think it was my last litter or the litter before. All females except for 2 males. And so basically I know now that I just need to buckle up and hang on tight, because females are intense. And the intensity of the Anatolian starts now. They'll already start growling, barking when they get into a little argument with each other. They're no joke from the time that they're babies. And when you have a predominantly female litter, oh Lord, it's even worse. So Miss Alara here is going to have her little hands full. And I'm curious to see what kind of mom she's going to be. All moms are different, just like with human moms. Some moms are helicopter moms, and they hover, and they're nervous, and they're watching, and they're constantly counting, and very vigilant about, okay, you had enough to eat. And nature's amazing. They'll move off one that they know, like, okay, you've had enough, you little hog. Now let somebody else get in. Some mom are like 1980s cigarette moms, where they're like, dude, I'm taking a nap. Find your own food bar. Figure it out yourself. Let me know if somebody's gonna die, I guess, but otherwise just leave me alone. And some mothers are very strict. As soon as they hear any type of discourse in the litter, they're right there, cracking the whip, separating, picking them up by the heads and moving them, where other moms are like, dude, sort it out yourself, don't bother me with your problems. So very curious to see how Alara is as a mom. So far, she's just, I couldn't ask for a better mom. You know, she was real nervous in the beginning, but I don't count that against her, because, oh heck, when I had my first one, I was a little bit nervous too. So we don't hold that against her. So next order of the day here is to get her out, get her outside, get her pottied. While she's outside doing that, I collect all of these puppy pads, gloves that I have. Like, it was, a trauma situation practically last night, And, get everything cleaned up, sanitized, get them warm and cozy and delightful, and just let mom learn to be a mom. Let mom fall in love with babies. I'm going to give her some goat's milk here. Make sure she's loaded in calcium so that she has enough milk for these little milk monsters. And, unlimited food. Puppy food or all stages food, any good quality feed. And then, I of course do eggs or cottage cheese or yogurt or something to just, sardines to just boost calories. And because feeding these little monsters is hard. Oh my God, they're so cute. I know 3 of the pintos are females. There's 1 male pinto. And honestly, I can't tell you anything else, because I was like in and out of consciousness last night. I slept right next to her on a bed and just listened very carefully. Luckily, I'm a very light sleeper. So as soon as I heard her move and lick, I knew another baby was coming. So we'd pop up together, have one, clean it up, get it hooked up. Yeah, but we're doing great, guys. Mama's good. Babies are good. Praise God. And I hope that this never stops amazing me, because how blessed I am. We'll talk again soon, guys.